Hello guys, today I'm going to show you a brilliant game that I played today against the French defense. The French defense is one of the best ways to counter White's e4. In this game I played as White and I played the move e4. He responded with e6. This marks the French defense. The French defense is very similar to the Caro-Kann except that the bishop is behind its own pawns. I respond with the move d4 and he plays d5. Here I play the classical variation and he responds with this move. These are all book moves. Puts the knight back. I strengthen my center with the move f4. He strikes back in the center with c5 and I develop my knight. My mission in this position is to castle quickly, or I can even launch an attack because my f pawn is so forward. For example, if black castles prematurely, he develops his knight to c6. From this position, I commit a bit of an inaccuracy because in these positions black always exerts some major force on the center, so I didn't want to have any of that, and my plan was to later develop the bishop and block the control of black's dark square bishop from preventing me from castling. He played the best move, which was to take the bishop. I responded with another inaccuracy, and what the computer thinks I should have done was to develop the bishop to d3. But again, I don't see anything much wrong with this move. My plan was to take the knight in this game, which was a bit of a mistake, because it enables him to have a very strong center with a triangular formation of pawns. And I commit another inaccuracy. See, this game was not the best opening that I played. He develops his queen to a more passive square. The computer says he should have given a check, but I don't see why it is useful after the pawn blocks when it moves to g3. I castle, but the thing is that the knight is pinned to my king. He adds more pressure by playing this move. I play an excellent move, blocking the pin with the bishop, but the bishop is also undefended, which means that once I move the knight, it can be taken with check. He takes, which is the best move, and I fork his queen and bishop. This is seen as a mistake because here the queen is very poorly placed. I thought that the move c3 was very good in this position. The computer thinks it's a miss and I should have taken the bishop. Well, he also commits a miss. Then I take the bishop. The computer says that he should have taken with the queen, but any human will take with the knight here. I capture the free pawn, and white is advantageous in this position, as said by the computer. He tries to capture my knight, but I always have that check. From here is where my attack begins, because I see that he has very few defenders. So in the next move, when he's forced to move his king, I bring out my queen. The computer says this is an inaccuracy, but I have some plan here. See, I am utilizing the fact that the king actually has no legal moves. So that means if I somehow manage to create a battery of my queen and my rook, then checkmate is almost inevitable. He develops his bishop. I don't know what he's trying to do here. Then I lift my rook, which is seen as the best move by the computer. And there is a hidden threat here, which he doesn't see. This is where the game ends with my brilliancy. And he commits a mistake. He doesn't see the threat here. And I don't blame him because it is very hard to find such moves. But the winning move here is the brilliant queen takes h7 check. This is made in two moves because the king is literally forced to take the queen. Once the king takes the queen, the rook moves to h3, delivering a checkmate. My opponent, realizing this, resigns in this position. And this is how I beat the French defense. I hope you enjoyed it.